What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Amateur Pool. Today we've got a good one. We've got, this is the last match I have recorded from the Monday night 8-ball bar box tournament. And this is Tony Leyva versus Dallas Brockmiller. Now, Tony is 75 or 76 years old. Excellent shot, though. One of the best in our area. And Dallas, he's from a little bit north of us, almost an hour, but he came down for the tournament just to hang out. He's been playing pool so long, he knows everybody anyway. And Dallas is a mid 600 Fargo. I have to look it up. I think he's around 630 to 650, something like that. So both these guys are excellent shots. This is a winner side match, race to 2. They just bumped fists. Dallas won the flip, so he's got the break. Let's go. Let's get into this. All right, that's Dallas at the break. Solid looking break, but he lost the cue ball, and I don't think he made anything either. So Tony's going to get first crack at this rack, guys. I've played both these guys, man. Both these guys are excellent. Tony and I were teammates for a while. We're Scotch doubles partners in a lot of events, Tony and I. He's an awesome dude. He's one of my favorite people. And I don't know Dallas quite as well, but I've met him a few times. You know, I played with him, played against him a few times. He's also a good dude from what I know. Both these guys rock. Thank you guys for letting me record. And we should be in for a good one here. So it looks like Tony's going to line up and maybe try to take the stripes. I think so. I think he's going to shoot that, it's either the 10. I think it's the 10 ball, yeah. He's going to shoot the 10 ball down in the corner. And he'll either drift forward a little bit for either the 12 or 13. Yeah, I think that's probably what he'll do is drift forward. He could even drift all the way down table and try to do something with the 11, but I doubt it because that 6 ball is blocking that bottom left corner pocket. So he drifted forward. It looks like he's got the 12 here. If he shoots the 12 with bottom, he could try to draw into the 6 and open that pocket up. Ultimately, he'll come away with either a shot on his 11 or the 15. But I like the idea of him drawing into the 6 here. Let's see what he does. He did. Good shot. So now he can shoot the 15 maybe up past the 7, but he also might be able to shoot the 14 into the side. It's hard to tell how close it is to the rail from here, so I'm not 100% certain if that 14 in the side is feasible or not, especially since he would have to shoot it jacked up over the 8 ball. I think maybe the 15 is a more likely shot here. If he shoots the 15 with a stun, he can shoot the 13 or 9 next. If he shoots the 15 with draw, he could shoot the 11 next. So, I mean, there's a good chance that he gets out. But this isn't an easy shot. It looks like the 7's blocking part of that pocket up there, so it's a little tight. Yeah, he hit the 7, man. Yeah, I knew it was tight. I wasn't 100% certain it went. I think it did go, but I knew it was tight. So chances are he just mishit it a little bit and ran into the 7. But lucky for Tony, he mucked up the 7 and 15. Now they're married together up at the top of the table. So if Dallas wants to get out here, he's got to do something with that. Good news for Dallas is he's got the 1, the 3, and the 2 all up at that end of the table. He can use one of those balls to break out his 7. And there's a good chance he can get out here. In fact, if I were a bet man, I would probably bet on him getting out here, even money. See what he does. He shot the 3, a little bit of right spin, center right, just to come straight back over. I don't think he necessarily wanted to get dead straight on this 2, but I think he's okay. These pockets are big enough. He can actually cheat the 2. He could actually shoot the 4 if he wants and roll forward for the 5 and come back up table. But yeah, if he shoots this with draw and cheats it, he can drift over towards the 9 and shoot the 3 next. And from this angle, if he shoots this 3 with bottom right, he can hit the 15 and open up the 7. Just like that. Now his table's pretty much open. And you see where he came out to is dead on that 4 ball. Normally I would say shoot the 7 and then come back down table, but he's so good on that 4 right now, and it leads to the 5. He might as well get rid of those 2 right now. Shoot the 4, drift down for the 5. Good shot. He wants an angle here. He got an angle, not much of one, but he's got enough. He can just stun this, maybe a little bit of left, and come straight back up towards the 7. Oh, he's looking over there. If he's, yeah, Over there would be stun left. If he tries to get on the other side of it, which I don't like, he would have to use right spin on this shot. So yeah, stun with a little bit of left. He should come up just past the 8. Oh, he went a lot of left and came 2 rails up. That's a good, safe way to do it too. But now he's got a long draw shot. We ought to see a stroke here. He's going to have to draw straight back a little bit, at least down to the side pocket. Oh, he might have overcooked it. He overcooked it. But he overcooked it far enough to where he's got the side pocket shot. So chances are it's about to be 1-0, guys. Let me get me a non-sponsored drink right here, you know. Power up. You need to power up. That's 1-0 Dallas. So we got a race to 2, guys. Remember, Dallas is on the hill. It's alternating breaks. So now Tony gets to break. And Tony breaks and runs. He'll tie it up 1-1. Ain't it fun? So ought to be a good one here. I didn't necessarily watch this match. I watched a little bit of it live when I was there, but that was a week and a half ago, so I don't necessarily remember the shots. I do remember the outcome, and I remember thinking, oh, this will be a good match. I'm glad I recorded that one, you know? So I love it when that happens. I get one recorded, and I'm like, oh, that's going to be a good one, you know? And then sometimes I watch it back, I'm like, oh, it wasn't as good as I thought. And sometimes I watch it back, I'm like, oh, that was a really good match. So you never know. I don't know. It's something different about watching it on film versus watching it in real life. You know, there is something different about it for sure. You just get a different perspective when you're watching video of pool as opposed to when you're watching it in real life. It's just a little bit different perspective. All right, Dallas got him racked up. Tony's getting ready to break. Let's see what Tony can do. He's down 1-0. Dallas is on the hill, so Tony's got to win this to stay alive. This is a must win. Is he hitting the second ball or first ball? Second ball. Second ball break. Oh, and he's dry. This could be trouble, man. This could be trouble. The saving grace for Tony here is he didn't spread them real nice and wide. He's got the 7-9 ball jacked up a little bit. The 10 ball and the 14 ball are kind of close, or the 12 ball, whichever one it is. They're kind of close together and awkward. His starter shot, he's got a couple good starter shots. Well, he's got one good starter shot on stripes. I don't see great starter shots here on solids. So I think he's going to end up taking stripes because his starter is really all he's got. And then, geez, it's a tough out, though. If he shoots the 11, which is really his only ball, that doesn't necessarily help him with the out here. Yeah, he tried coming up into those to disrupt them a little bit, and I don't blame him one bit because those balls down there, the 9, 7, 10, and 14 or whatever it is, those are his out. If he could make a combo here, which is difficult,
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain, I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society.
If he can shoot the combo, make the 10 in the right bottom corner like this, and he might be able to break out the 7 too. That's what he tried to do. I don't fault him for trying that. It was a tough shot, but honestly, if he made that, that's his out. You know, I don't mind that gamble there. It was a good risk to take, in my opinion. Because it's a race to 2. You don't necessarily want to let Tony back at the table. He takes the gamble on the combo. If he makes that combo, he gets out, you know. But it's worth taking a gamble because if he doesn't try to get out there, then he's given Tony a good opportunity to get out. So it was worth the gamble, I think. All right, Tony's going to shoot the 6, follow up. He's got the 7. He might even shoot the 4 in the side first. I probably would just to get rid of it because he's on it clean right now. He's looking at it. I think he shoots the 4. The 4 next, and then the 7. From the 7, I bet he could use a little right spin and come up somewhere near the 1 ball and shoot the 5 in the side. Let's see what he does. So I don't want to get too far ahead. Let's see. He's going to shoot the 4 right now. Nice, easy shot. Yep. He's got a good angle on the 7. This is the shot I was talking about with a little bit of right spin. Come up right real close to that 1 ball. And he can shoot the 5 in the side. If he gets the right angle, he can even shoot the 5 in the side and break out the 2. Oh, he put a lot of right spin, but he hit the 1 ball, and that worked out better than expected because now he opened the 1 ball up, and he has that shot on the 5. The only downside is he doesn't have a great way to get at the 2. If he could hold off on shooting the 5 here and shoot it from a straighter shot, he might be able to shoot the 5 off of the 2 and open up the 2 that way. But I don't see another good shot for him to shoot other than the 5. So maybe with straight center, he could come down to the short rail and back up to the 2. See what he does. Yeah, he did. He did. What a good shot that was, man. What a good shot. That was a stun. He might have used a stun follow, maybe like a half a tip above center, just to give him that angle to come back up towards the 2 ball. That was a good shot. That might be the shot that won this rack, I bet you. We'll have to see how he plays it out here, but the 2 ball's his next problem ball, right? He's got the 7 into the 1 pretty easy, but the 2 ball doesn't go right now, so he's got to come back to it, and that makes it a little tricky. If he shoots the 1 here nice and easy, he may be able to shoot the 2 in the side. Like he'll bring the cue ball off the top short rail and come down in between the 10 and what is that, the 12 or 14. And then he'll have a shot at the 2 in the side. I like that. That's an out there. That's for sure an out. Another option is to shoot the 7 after the 1 and end up shaping the 2 for the bottom left corner. He went for that gap. Oh, and he overrolled it. But I think he came down far enough. I think he's got the 7 here. If he's got the 7, he can make it with just a little bit of right spin, and he'll have the 2 in the bottom left corner. And if he gets on that 2 ball, I say we got a tie match, hill. Let's see what happens. Yeah, he got on the 2. Yep, I think we're going to have a hill thrill. A hill-to-hill thriller. See where he shapes the 8. Maybe straight top. Yeah, perfect. He just avoided that 10 enough. He got perfect shapes on that 8. And this is, simple as Fisher Price here to finish out this 8 ball. That's going to be 1-1. We got a hill match, boys and girls. I knew these guys would be a good match. They're both very good players, so it's fun to watch. I wouldn't mind getting an extended match with one of these guys. Either them playing each other or me playing one of them. Like a race to 5, race to 7, like a real match. That would be a lot of fun to watch. Maybe I'll reach out. I know Tony would be willing to play. He's a good friend of mine. Dallas is a little further away, so I don't know if he'd be willing to travel and play for the channel or not. But I think get one of these guys on a real match would be a lot of fun. I know I could get Tony to play. Problem is, me and Tony are such good friends. It's hard to get together and lock up in a real match and take it serious. Neither of us want to gamble with each other. We're good friends. We don't like playing for money with each other. And just playing for fun, it's hard to get your best game out when you're playing your friend like that for fun. But if I could get a good match with Tony or Dallas, really, I'd like to get a good match with Dallas because I don't know him as well. Tony, I know him very well. Him and I know each other's game. We play together quite a bit. But Dallas and I don't know each other well enough to where when we lock up, we're both going to try our best because neither of us really know each other's games. I just know he's a good shot. He knows I'm a halfway decent shot occasionally. So chances are it'd be a fun match. Dallas, if you're watching this, dude, you want to play one? You want to play a set with me for the channel? Reach out, man. I know we're friends on Facebook and stuff like that. Reach out to me. We can set that up pretty easy, dude. We can play a set. That'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a good video. It'll be good video for the people, for my friends to watch, So hit me up, Dallas, if you want to play some. We'll lock up and record, man. That'd be a good time. Anyway, back to the match. Dallas broke and got a little ambitious on that break. Had the cue ball hopping in the air when it hit the rack, so it flew off the table. Now, Tony's got ball in hand, but it's behind the line. It's not ball in hand anywhere. It's in the kitchen, but it is open table. And Tony's got an opportunity to run this rack out. This is a pretty good-looking rack. And if he gets out here, that's game over, guys. If he doesn't get out, it's probably still game over because Dallas probably will get out. So, really, this run will determine the winner, in my opinion. I could be wrong. It's happened once before in my life. Yeah, right. Once before in my life. I'm wrong at least once a day. Probably 5 times a day if I'm being honest. I like to be honest if I can. Can't always be honest, but sometimes I like to, occasionally. All right, Tony's going to shoot that 9. He's going to follow down probably for the 10 in the side. It doesn't look like he's drawing back, so yeah, he followed it down for the 10 in the side. Whew. He got there. I don't know, maybe he wanted that 13 because he kind of lifted his hand after the shot like he didn't like it. I thought he was coming down for the 10 in the side, but it makes more sense that he was trying to get on the 13 because that's a tougher ball to shape. So you try to get on those early if you can. Now he's got to come back to it, and it's not going to be easy. The good news for Tony, though, it looks like if he can set himself up on a stop shot for the 15 ball, it looks like you can make the 13 from where the 15 sits. So if he can get straight on the 15, make it on a stop shot, he can get the 13. Right through the gap of the 6-7. Oh, he might even be able to do it here if, I think he might have rolled too far. Pretty simple shape on the 13 from here, though. If he makes the 10, just a smidge of right spin, maybe a half a tip of right spin, he'll come down right close to where his stick is right now. Come down that way, and I think he can even try to come down and hit the 6 if he wants, and he'll end up on that 13 or the 15 if he doesn't get the 13. But yeah, a little bit of right spin off this. Perfect. That looks good. Yep. Oh, he doesn't want to shoot over top of the 1, but I mean, he's got no choice. He's going to have to. That was a good shape to get that little gap between the 6-7. I like it. I mean, now you just got to clutch up and make the shot, right? It's uncomfortable cueing because you're over top of the 1, but you just kind of have to put it aside and go for the shot. I mean, it's all you got. It's the way you shaped it. It's what you got. You got to take your medicine and buck down and shoot it. If he shoots this with just a little bit of left spin, he's going to have to use top. But if he uses just a little bit of left, he should come right back up between the 6-7. And then he'll be on the 15. As long as he can come back up between the 6-7, he'll be on the 15. Perfect. What a good shot. What a good shot. Now, I think the 8 goes from anywhere near that 4 ball. I think the 8 will go in the bottom right corner. So even if he comes all the way over to this left side long rail, I think he can make the 8 from there. So we have to see what he does. I think he just goes straight back and forth here. Just got to be careful not to hook yourself on the 4 ball, and I think he's on the 15. I would try to go center table here on my shape. Yeah, it looks like he can make it from there. He can make it from the center of the table. I think he can make that 8 from pretty much anywhere center of the table and over to that long rail. So let's see. If he gets shape on this 8, though, that'd be good stuff, man. And then the only thing Dallas did wrong in this rack is scratch on the break. Ooh, he tried coming down the other way, and I didn't really care for that a whole lot. Maybe it was too tight to shoot past the 6, but he did end up with a good shot here. He did. So he's just got to be careful not to scratch here. I think he can use follow if he hits it light, or if he hits it full with spin, a little more full with left spin, he could throw it in and draw it out of the scratch. So I think either of those options will work for him. He just has to decide on one and stick to it. And don't second guess yourself. Don't hesitate on your stroke. Just stroke through it and do it. Okay, looks like he's lining up with bottom, so he may be drawing out of it. Yep, drew right out of it. Man, what a good shot. Good game, Dallas. Good game, Tony. You guys rock. Thanks so much for letting me record, man. Everybody out there, thank you guys for hanging out with me for the last 20 minutes. You guys are the best. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you like watching what I'm doing here, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't cost you anything. Helps me, though. If you want a short rail merch, sweatshirt, hoodie, t-shirt, zip up, pull over. Got it all, bro. I got hats. Shortrail.com. Links in the description. If you need you a pool table light, go to perimeterbilliardlights.com. Use code AMATEURPOOL as a coupon code. All uppercase, no spaces. That'll be in the description, and you'll save some money on either a light or a ball cleaner or anything else that Perimeter Billiard sells. So, guys, you're the best. No, you're the best. All right, we'll catch you guys on the next video. We're trying to go live every Wednesday night on YouTube, so check us out. We got a group of friends. We're just playing King of the Hill on the pool table. just shooting, hanging out, maybe having a beer and enjoying life, guys. So if you want to join us for that, Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern, we'll see you guys there. Peace.